Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Colt of Call, talking everything Battlehawks of the St. Louis Battlehawks and the UFL. I'm here to talk about the UFL expansion. This topic is like beating a dead horse. Everyone's giving their 2 cents. Everyone's talking about it. And I'm here to milk it once more, milk it again, and talk about my opinion. But we're going to do things differently. Instead of trying to do like this strategic way, looking at like the markets, TV markets, I'm just going to talk about where I think the UFL is going to go, and also a little bit of where I think they're going to go. This is the current UFL map. All 8 UFL teams are currently here. So throughout this video, I'm going to keep adding teams and show you guys where I think the UFL is going to go. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe. We have more videos on the way. It is the UFL off season. And obviously, a lot of news coming around September and October right here. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the UFL expansion. First, before we get started, I want to talk about an honorable mention. Two markets where I think the UFL could go. No year. This is just me where I think they could go. I will mention Chicago. Obviously, the Chicago Bears are leaving the city of Chicago to move to Gary, Indiana. I think the UFL may put a team in. I know this Chicago Fire is building a new soccer stadium, so Rapoli may look at that and be like, football just left Chicago. Do we bring in the UFL into Chicago? I don't know if Rapoli is down to do that, just because he kind of want to go to markets where the NFL isn't as big, and obviously Chicago is a big city, big market for sports teams. Could it work? I don't know. This is just an honorable mention. I think they maybe. Another honorable mention is the San Diego Fleet. Obviously, San Diego had the Chargers before they left in 2017. I think if if the UFL does go to San Diego, I think they bring back the San Diego Fleet. They were part of the AAF. Now, I don't know any soccer stadiums in the San Diego area. I know they got San Diego FC with the MLS. They could maybe, but Rapoli and MLS may not have like a connection right now, just because I don't know if they like each other. But yeah, two honorable mentions: Chicago and San Diego. In 2028, before I go, I'm gonna do 2 teams every year to get to 16 teams to 2034. 2028, obviously we got the OKC UFL. We have no idea what the team name is. We don't know if they're gonna be called the OKC Lightning, the match with the Thunder. I've seen the OKC linemen talk about the linemen in the Oklahoma area. I personally think, and I kind of want the OKC Outlaws. They were a spring football team previously. I think in the 80s or 90s. This is their logo. I think this is sick. Dallas Renegades may not like it, but obviously the Texas and Oklahoma rivalry between the Longhorns and the Sooners is gonna play out well, and the Outlaws and the Renegades should have a rivalry if everything goes well. This is going to be a great rivalry in the UFL when the Outlaws come in 2028. They are having a stadium built for a 4-way sports venue in OKC, in Oklahoma City. So yeah, the Oklahoma City Outlaws are joining the UFL in 2028. And the 10th team joining in 2028, I think, will be the New Orleans Breakers. The Shrine on Airline Stadium in New Orleans is right now a baseball field, but it's transforming to host a rectangular sports by June of 2027, full on 8 months before the UFL 2028 season. So I think right now they sit around 9,200 people. Could they make more seats to get to 10,000, maybe 11,000? And I think if they move to the 10, 11,000 stadium seats, I think Rapoli could just jump right on it and bring back the New Orleans Breakers of the USFL. I think that would be a great market move. New Orleans loves their football. South loves the football. Yeah, so I think the New Orleans Breakers will return to the UFL join the UFL. My bad. Join the UFL in 2038. 2028. My bad. Jumping into 2030. I don't think there are gonna be any UFL teams coming in 2029. Coming in 2030, I got the Michigan Panthers returning to the UFL. Obviously, once the UFL once they brought Louisville, Columbus, and Orlando to the markets, they kicked out of Michigan. Michigan had a great fan base. They just didn't want Ford to pay Ford Field. It wasn't Rapoli's vision. But Aluminum Field, which is the stadium currently being built in Detroit, um, was going to be finished in 2027. It's got pushed back to spring of 2028. So even though that's like right at the deadline for the UFL in 2020, I think Rapoli is going to hold off and have the Michigan Panthers join back in 2030. Um, Obviously, the Michigan Panthers, people, this is like the number one team that people want back. Maybe besides the San Antonio Brahmas, Detroit City FC, they're getting a new stadium. Mike Rapoli could shake hands and bring back the Michigan Panthers. I think they will do it. Michigan will return, and yeah, add them to the map. The 12th team coming in 2030, I believe they keep it in the Midwest, and you bring an Omaha, Nebraska team. Omaha, Nebraska is a city in Mike Rapoli's little expansion talk when he talked to Pat McAfee about certain cities that he think are like the big key future venues for the UFL. I know Union Omaha Stadium is getting a new $140 million renovation. Right now it's an open air 6,500 seats. Could they make more seats, maybe to 8 or 10,000? If that is the case, I think the UFL Mike Rapoli will jump on it and bring an Omaha team to Omaha. Will become a UFL. Obviously, Nebraska, Omaha love to host the College World Series right around the same time as the UFL, so they could bring the fans from the College World Series to the UFL. And also Omaha, Nebraska, they love the Cornhuskers. They love college football there. Join up on the college football market and bring the Omaha. Obviously, we don't have a logo for the Omaha, Nebraska UFL team, so I just made one myself. Here it is. It took me 10 seconds. So join them on the map. I think Omaha will be joining the UFL in 2030. 2032, two more teams. I think Boise State will be a UFL team. I think the UFL wants to slowly start spending to the western side of the United States, and I think Boise will be a great idea. Obviously, Boise UFL officials traveled to Boise in late April of 2025. They went around. They had a visit, and yeah, they talked to the governor. They talked to the mayor. They had a good conversation, but they followed up an email saying, would like to talk to you guys in the future about it. So I believe there was a contract done, but obviously stuff happened, and I think Boise will get a UFL team. It's just a matter of when, and I think you wait till 2032. I don't know any soccer places in Boise. There's probably one for the USL, the United Soccer League, in Boise, I believe. So if they have the 10,000 seats, UFL could join them. So I got the Boise joining the UFL in 2032. The other team from the West that's coming back in 2032, I think the Seattle Sea Dragons will come back to the UFL. I truly think that Seattle is like that third team that people want back. Seattle had a great fan base. Obviously, Lumen Field. Seattle was part of the XFL in 2023, 2022, and they were just kicked out. They weren't part of the UFL vision. I think Seattle's the third team that they kind of want back in the UFL from the fans, from the UFL community. And I think Seattle will be back. I know they got a soccer stadium inside of Seattle with 8,000 seats, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. So if they could obviously bump up seats, why not bring the Seattle Sea Dragons back? Their admin was great on Twitter. Yeah, Seattle, join the list. In 2034, to add the two final teams to make it a 16-team league, I think they will bring back the Pittsburgh Maulers of the USFL. A article from the Pittsburgh Riverhounds in August 19th of 2025. The expansion position of the Riverhounds to meet the U.S. Soccer Pro League standards, requiring a capacity of 15,000 for Division I stand cheering. Right there is perfect for a UFL team. That is perfectly what Rapoli wants. 10,000 to 20,000 seat stadiums for the UFL. Yeah, if they complete it 15,000, why not bring back the Pittsburgh Maulers? Pittsburgh, a great city, great sports town. Obviously, he kind of I know Rapoli doesn't want to mix with these NFL markets. Pittsburgh Maulers could be back. I think Pittsburgh will show up. I think Pittsburgh will show up. It's just a matter if Rapoli wants to go to an NFL market. The last team to join the UFL in 2034 is a new team, the New England. New England Revolution has talked about expansion within their own. They're building a brand new MLS stadium worth 25,000 seats. Now, a little bit above Mike Rapoli's vision, but I truly do believe that if he has talked about New England in the past of being a possible UFL expansion, why not? Why not? Honestly, New England only has the Patriots, so again, you kind of don't want to mix in with the NFL markets. It's just a lot of cities have an NFL market. Yeah, I believe if Rapoli wants to get the Revolution build their brand new stadium for 25,000, give it a shot. Give it a shot. So yeah, I think the New England, whatever, add them to the list or add them to the map. We'll join the UFL. So this is my 16-team UFL map. Obviously, we got all the current teams, and then we got all the brand new teams joining the UFL in throughout the next years until 2034. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. Where the UFL could expand. Where do you want the UFL to expand? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. Linktree in the description. Obviously, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We are everywhere. We got a lot of brand new content coming out. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, call is the law. Bye-bye.